Do you ever feel like you're stuck in your own head, constantly overanalyzing conversations, decisions, or even tiny mistakes? Overthinking is exhausting, and it can prevent us from enjoying the present moment or making progress in life. But don't worry, there are simple steps you can take to break the cycle. Today, I'll guide you through 5 effective ways to stop overthinking and regain control of your thoughts. The first step is awareness. Often, overthinking happens without us even realizing it. You might be replaying a past conversation, worrying about the future, or imagining worst-case scenarios without knowing you're doing it. To combat this, you need to pay attention to your thought patterns. When you catch yourself overthinking, say it out loud or in your head. I'm overthinking. This simple acknowledgement can help you separate yourself from your thoughts and take the first step toward regaining control. Remember, awareness isn't about judgment, it's about observation. Once you observe your thoughts, you're already halfway to stopping the cycle. Next, challenge your negative or irrational thoughts. Overthinking is fueled by fear, doubt, and self-criticism. You might find yourself assuming the worst or focusing on things you can't control. When this happens, ask yourself, is this thought based on facts, or am I just imagining the worst? If the thought isn't based on reality, try replacing it with a more balanced or positive one. For example, instead of thinking, I'm definitely going to fail this presentation, reframe it as, I'm prepared, and I'll do my best. Changing the narrative can help shift your mindset from fear to confidence. If the same thought keeps coming back, write it down and look at it objectively. Seeing it on paper can help you analyze it more rationally. The third step is to focus on solutions instead of problems. Overthinking tends to dwell on what could go wrong, but it rarely leads to action. If you find yourself stuck, shift your attention to what you can do to improve the situation. Take one small, actionable step. For example, if you're worried about an upcoming test, spend 30 minutes studying or reviewing key points. By focusing on solutions and taking action, you'll not only feel more in control, but also start to break the cycle of overthinking. Even small actions, like making a checklist or scheduling tasks, can help create forward momentum and reduce mental clutter. Mindfulness is another powerful tool to stop overthinking. Overthinking drags us into the past or pushes us into the future, but mindfulness anchors us in the present moment. You don't need to meditate for hours. Simply pause, take a deep breath, and notice what's happening around you. Pay attention to your breathing, the sounds in the room, or the feeling of your feet on the floor. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring it back to the present. Mindfulness takes practice, but it's incredibly effective in calming a busy mind. For a quick exercise, try the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. Name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This method grounds you in the present and interrupts racing thoughts. Finally, set time limits for your thoughts. If you find yourself spiraling into overthinking, allow yourself a set amount of time to think about the issue, say 5 or 10 minutes. During that time, think about it as much as you want. When the timer ends, consciously shift your focus to a different activity. You could go for a walk, read a book, or call a friend. Setting a time limit helps contain overthinking and prevents it from taking over your day. If the thoughts return, remind yourself that you've already allocated time to think about them and don't need to revisit them now. In addition to these steps, it's important to manage your overall mental health. Overthinking is often linked to stress and anxiety, so taking care of your body and mind can reduce the likelihood of falling into overthinking patterns. Get enough sleep, eat balanced meals, and incorporate physical activity into your routine. Exercise, in particular, can be a powerful way to release pent-up energy and clear your mind. Even a short walk or a few minutes of stretching can make a big difference. Another helpful strategy is to practice gratitude. Overthinking tends to focus on what's missing or what could go wrong. Shifting your attention to what you're grateful for helps redirect your mind. Try keeping a gratitude journal where you list 3 things you're thankful for each day. This simple practice can help rewire your brain to focus on the positive, reducing the time spent dwelling on negative thoughts. Overthinking can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to control your life. By becoming aware of your thought patterns, challenging negativity, focusing on solutions, practicing mindfulness, setting time limits, and taking care of your mental health, you can break free from the cycle and find peace of mind. It's not about eliminating all your thoughts. It's about learning how to manage them. Thanks for watching, and remember, you have the power to take charge of your mind. Stay positive and take care.